You are probably thinking about Swiss chocolate, Swiss cheese, and clocks, too. These are some of the things that you know about Switzerland already. But this landlocked country is a haven for anybody who might be looking for some truly picturesque and sweepingly dramatic landscapes. It's in the middle of the Alps, so how couldn't it boast the picture-perfect look that it does? You might find yourself getting a cogwheel railway up a mountain one moment, and visiting slices of medieval heritage nestled on lakes the next. You'd better prepare yourself for some breathtaking views of craggy peaks from Swiss mountain towns, exploring historic districts on a crisp backdrop of glittering water, and marveling at majestic alpine meadows ringed by snowy mountains. Here's a look at the best places to visit in Switzerland. 1. The Matterhorn. This pyramid-shaped behemoth is one of the most photographed mountains on the planet, making it a must-see in Switzerland. Mountaineers from all over the world descend on Switzerland to attempt the peak, which stands at a magnificent 4,478 meters. Why not use the cable car if you're not feeling particularly energetic? The highest cable car station in the Alps is located on the summit, which provides spectacular views of the mountain peak and beyond. A journey to the Matterhorn is the epitome of all things Swiss. 2. Château de Chillon. The medieval Château de Chillon is a must-see on any visit to the Swiss Riviera. The castle, which is located on an island in Lake Geneva near the popular town of Montreux, was built in the 10th century as a strategic water fort. The castle rooms were then decked out with all manner of art and artifacts that visitors can enjoy today, and it became a lakeside summer house for the affluent counts of Savoy. The castle is the most visited historical monument in Switzerland and is a must-see for anybody visiting the nation. 3. Jungfraujoch. The Jungfraujoch is an alpine beauty that more than lives up to its moniker of top of Europe. The Jungfraujoch, which is technically a glacial saddle between two mountains, is one of Switzerland's best and highest attractions. Don't be scared off by the height, there's plenty to do for the whole family, from mountain climbing to tobogganing and much more. The world-famous Jungfrau Railway, however, is undoubtedly the most striking attraction. The train climbs from Klein-Scheidegg to Jungfraujoch, Europe's highest railway station, at 3,454 meters above sea level. 4. Schweizerischer National Park. It's difficult to determine where to go in a country with breathtaking scenery at every turn. One thing is certain, you will want to go to the Swiss National Park at Zernez. It'll offer you an insight of how the Alps were before tourism because it's the country's only national park. This region has everything, from snow-crusted glaciers to enchanting meadows. There are numerous hiking trails to select from, each leading visitors past breathtaking scenery. If you're lucky, you might see some of the park's residents, including red squirrels, ibexes, and red deer. 5. Lake Geneva. Geneva is a city dominated by international influences. It houses the International Red Cross Committee, the United Nations European headquarters, and 20 other international organizations. Environmentalists will appreciate Geneva's status as a green city, with 20% of its area dedicated to parks, earning it the moniker City of Parks. The renowned Jet d'Eau, an immense fountain visible from the Lac Léman coastline that spews water far into the air, is a highlight of any visit to Geneva. The towers of Cathedral Saint-Pierre are the tallest structures in Old Town, and you'll want to stop for some photos and a tour of the interior. Geneva is also a great place to bike around or relax in by enjoying a boat ride on Lake Geneva. 6. Lugano. Because of its expanding celebrity appeal, Lugano has been dubbed the Monte Carlo of Switzerland. The city is situated on the shores of Lake Lugano, in the Italian-speaking region of this alpine country. Lugano dates back to the 9th century and is known for its mild summers. Outdoor recreation is a big lure in Lugano, and there are plenty of ways to stay active in and around the city. You may spend the day hiking along the well-marked olive tree trail or swimming at the Lido di Lugano, which is conveniently located in the city center. After admiring the architecture of the old town, visit the attractive and intriguing Swiss miniature village to see it all from a different perspective. 7. Bern. Bern is a lovely medieval city with a long history dating back to the 12th century, though it did not join the Swiss Confederacy until the 16th century. Bern is the capital of Switzerland, however it is not the largest city. The Zicklog, an old clock tower with moving puppets, is its most famous feature. The Munster, a Gothic cathedral that rises from the old town, and Bern's Town Hall are among important tourist attractions. Bern's symbol is the bear, and several are housed in an open-air pit. Shoppers will enjoy the old town, which has 4 miles of arcades, making it one of Europe's longest covered retail centers. 8. Lausanne. The city of Lausanne is located on the beaches of Lake Geneva, with views of both the Swiss and French Alps. Lausanne's worldwide appeal is simple to see, as it is the gateway to a major ski area and the home of 2 important institutions. The city is divided into districts, the most prominent of which is the Site District for visitors. You may visit what was once known as the Old Town in Site, as well as some of the architecture, which ranges from cathedrals to castles. Make the Palais de Roumain your first stop in Lausanne if you only have a limited amount of time. This Italian Renaissance-style structure has 5 museums, making it the ideal destination to spend a whole day learning about local art, culture, and history. Lord Byron, the Shelleys, and Ernest Hemingway were all fans of Lausanne, which is located on the Swiss Riviera. Lausanne, in the French-speaking part of Switzerland, boasts a magnificent cathedral and fantastic outdoor markets. 9. Rhine Falls. The Rhine Falls in Schaffhausen are the largest in Central Europe, spanning 150 meters. When the mountain snow melts and the falls swell in volume to flow over a 21-meter-high ledge of Jurassic limestone, June and July are the best months to visit. Boat cruises up the Rhine, as well as viewing platforms on both sides of the river, allow superb views of the falls. 10. Zurich. Zurich is the largest city in Switzerland and is renowned as a significant financial center in Europe. Even if you're not in the corporate sphere, tourists to Zurich will find much to enjoy. To begin, Zurich is situated on the shores of Lake Zurich. You can get some exercise by hiking or cycling around the lake's perimeter, renting a boat and heading out on the water, or visiting some of the man-made beaches and jumping into the cool water for a lake swim. Zurich also has a variety of historic cathedrals, world-class museums, and internationally recognized architecture. The Swiss National Museum, housed in a beautiful castle and dedicated to Switzerland's cultural past, is not to be missed. Take the Polybahn, a 19th-century funicular with fantastic views and a chance to dine at the delightful Café Terrace at the top, to see as much of Zurich as possible at once. 11. Interlaken. Interlaken was once recognized as a watchmaking center, although it is now more well known as a tourist destination. In the early 1800s, tourists began flocking to Interlaken to breathe in the mountain air and receive spa treatments. Its popularity skyrocketed after that. The city of Thun is situated between 2 important alpine lakes, Thun and Brienz. As a result, you'll never be far from a lake where you can go swimming, boating, or bicycling. The city is also a popular base camp for outdoor activities in the adjacent Bernese Oberland Alps, with breathtaking views of 3 iconic Swiss mountains: the Eiger, the Jungfrau, and the Monch. Sign up for a class or 2 at a woodcarving school if you're searching for something unusual to do. Tourists who are hungry should enjoy raclette, a traditional Swiss cheese dish. 12. Gruyers. Even if you've never heard of this small medieval town, you've probably heard of the famed hard yellow cheese that bears its name. That is now one of the town's most popular attractions. Visitors can take a tour of a cheese production, try local delicacies, and wave to the cows who live in the nearby verdant hills. If cheese isn't enough, the town also has the Mason Kahler chocolate factory, the 13th-century castle of Gruyers and its 2 small arts and regional museums, as well as the Saint-Germain Castle, which was purchased by Swiss surrealist painter and sculptor H.R. Giger and now houses a museum dedicated to his work. Make up for the town's small size. A visit to the Tibet Museum, which is housed in an old church in town, is also recommended. The gorges de la Jogny and the adjacent Mont Molson are just a few of the stunning landscapes that surround Gruyers. If you enjoy this video, please like and leave a comment. Thanks for watching.